Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. I thought I'd do something a little bit different for my channel today. So it's the weekend, I got a little bit of time. I think with everything going on in the world, a good way to get your mind off all of it is to play some guitar. So I want to teach you how to play the iconic riff from Megadeth's Tornado of Souls. Tornado of Souls is a track from Megadeth's 1990 album Rust in Peace. A lot of people consider this to be the pinnacle of Megadeth's career. They became a lot more focused, they became more technical, and their music just really advanced to the next level. It's considered a great classic of thrash metal, and I definitely concur with that. Fantastic tracks like Holy Wars, The Punishment Was Due, the bombastic Five Magics, which is just really a journey in itself, and Rust in Peace, Polaris, which particularly has standout drumming from Nick Menza. But no mention of the album would be complete without talking about Tornado of Souls. Tornado of Souls has what I consider to be one of the greatest guitar solos of all time, from Marty Freeman, who I actually got the pleasure of seeing live once in Japan. And I'll just be teaching you how to play the second riff today, because I think that's the most fun one to learn. So first you're going to want your guitar. Here's my guitar. It's a Bernie brand. Pretty cool. Now the riff starts on the 7th fret, and I just put my index finger on the 7th fret. Like that. And the pattern we're going to start with is... And then what we're going to do is we're going to move up 2 frets, and then use our ring finger to play the next note, and our little finger to play the note after that. Like that. That's how the riff starts. So we've got our first initial pattern, then we've got like this. Now at any point if you find learning this riff a little bit difficult, it's good to just break it up into different sections, so just play the first part. Now the next note on the riff is going to be the 7th on that string, using your index finger. And then add it all together. Like that. Quite easy, but that note should probably be a bit shorter. Like that. And then we're going to do a trill, using the middle finger, like this, and add that to what we've done so far. Like this. Okay, so we've got our initial pattern. After we've done the trill, you go back to the lower E string, and I use my little finger to hit the 10th fret, like this, after you've done the little trills. So doing the whole thing, and then you go back to this string. If I played the thing properly for you, because I haven't given you an idea, like, okay, this is my first guitar tutorial, give me a break here. So we've got the idea of the riff, the iconic riff from Tornado of Souls. What you need to do is just practice it over and over again, and break it up into little parts if you're finding that a bit difficult. Like that. Now for new beginners, there's a lot of questions that may come with playing guitar, with leaders saying things like this.
North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen. He has been very threatening, beyond a normal statement. And as I said, they will be met with fire, fury, and frankly power, the likes of which this world has never seen before. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's important to get away from that all, and a way of doing that to put your mind off the sort of nuclear missiles, landing on civilian populations, and just decimating all of the life. A good way of getting your mind off that is playing guitar. You've got to have hobbies, you got to keep your hopes up. So this is what you do. Now you might find your fingers lack strength. You kind of have to work on that. For a long time my fingers were quite weak, and I had to build up my endurance. But I hear a lot of people have complaints about how to build up the strength in their fingers. They say things like, it's too difficult, Tim, I'm not really sure what to do. What if I lost my fingers from something such as frostbite caused by the nuclear winter, which is probably incoming? If your fingers melt off in the blast of the nuclear bombs exploding around the world, it'll definitely be a lot more difficult to play guitar, and it'll be hard to build up your strength. So I say do it now. There's still a hope for you because the bombs haven't launched yet. There could be a family gathering before the era of unrelenting darkness that will descend upon the earth, where you can break out your guitar skills and be like, hey, I learned how to play Tornado of Souls. Check this out. And you'll still have loved ones to play it to, which gives you a real chance to hone your skills. You gotta practice every day before your entire family is wiped off the face of the earth. Of course, I do a little palm muting as well. Like this. What's palm muting? Well, it's when you take your palm, you put it on the strings, so that it's kind of muted like that, you see? That's non-palm muted. You just hear all the notes, but if I put my hand over it like this, that works. I can still do this because I haven't broken the neck off to use as a weapon to stab rapers who are trying to raid my hideout. And if you live in Guam...
That dramatic escalation in tensions with North Korea. Overnight, the regime defied President Trump with a new threat against the U.S. territory of Guam.
I would particularly say learn the guitar as fast as you possibly can, because you're going to be the first to die, probably. It just could well be that you don't have access to a guitar anymore, so what you could always do is try to fashion one out of radiated sticks. Maybe you could find a cat, pull out its guts, and fashion your own strings. Because if you do have strings left, you're going to want to use those to probably try to kill yourself or someone else. You could easily use, especially a hard body guitar like this, to smash in the brains of the marauding radiated rapists. But you want to keep up your skills. It's no excuse just because you live in the post-nuclear war world to not practice. So if you have any other requests or any other things that you think that you should learn before everything you love is destroyed, just leave suggestions in the comments. And good luck, because all of us are going to need it.
We have many options for Venezuela, including a possible military option if necessary.
Fuck.